5 wins, 8 draws, and 6 defeats. That's the record of the Super Eagles of Nigeria in international friendly games under Coach Gernot Ross since his appointment in 2018. Welcome. This is the arena. Yes, let's talk about that story about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the game that went down yesterday. It's one of the things we would be taking a look at on the show today. The Euro 2020 Championship is coming up very soon. Yes, there will be an extensive analysis about that one later on the show. The Super Falcons too are in the United States of America for the summer series. We will take a look at that, and there's a little controversy about the AITEO Cup competition. We would also talk about that on the show today. It's a packed one, lots of footballing issues to analyze and dissect right here on the arena. We will do this after this break. I'll be your host. My name is Jidechi Chidiezie.
You go enter market, make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the up, open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again. My brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447. 08035644436 07066638213. Banga Fresh.
Welcome back. This is the arena. Yes, join us as we enter and talk about our stories emanating from the world of sports. Doing this on the show with me today is a familiar face you already know, none other than Akeem Olarenwaju. Akeem, it's a pleasure of mine having you join me again today.
My pleasure as well.
Now let's start off the show. Talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We both saw that game yesterday. We went down in Austria, the second of 2 games against the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. And this time around, unlike the first one that ended in a defeat, this one ended in a draw for the Super Eagles.
Well, like I said a few days ago on this same program, that we shouldn't just expect much from this particular team. Just it's a friendly game. Even though I wasn't so impressed, and majority of the decision I expected General to actually take in that particular game, he didn't actually make use of it. And it's just also saddening that the friendly game has nothing to do with let me call it the square that he will definitely be parading for the World Cup qualifiers. Because this is a coach that, you know, the first match he was trying to say that he lost the game because so-so was not in the team, so-so was not the team. As a professional coach of his caliber, I'm not expecting him to actually be uttering such kind of statement. I expect him to actually use the word, this game is a test running to actually get the best of new players. But all those his analysis of the game was not actually so impressive. And looking at the second match as well, sincerely, I believe General can actually do something different, like what we all see that in that particular game.
5 wins, about 8 draws and 6 defeats, all in friendly games. Is it looking like the coach is not taking friendly games as serious as he should, or it's just the case of a friendly game, it says?
Well, like I said, I believe General presently, if I stand to be corrected anyway, that is the longest serving Nigerian coach. Yes. As at now, or it may, I think, is the
just
longest.
The same, almost the same time with Western
Europe.
Yeah.
And I so much believe he has actually requested for time to actually form his team. I believe he has actually formed his team. He's just looking for 1 or 2 areas in which he actually needs to actually develop. I believe the Nigerian Football Federation has actually given him more than enough time, like any other, like what if they are giving Nigerian coaches,
points we should
if they are giving Nigerian coaches, if they are giving Sunday Olise this number of years, in the affairs of the Super Eagles, I believe will have achieved more than.
Journalist actually resigned.
He resigned. He resigned. But let me tell you one thing. The reason for his resignation, we all know it. We don't need to
even Keshi. Okay, we can talk about Keshi that also did something better under about 2 years. And
so I expect more from General. We are paying. I believe the federation is actually paying his salaries, and possibly if they are owing him, I don't think it's up. It all happens in even outside. Other football world as well. So I believe so. I expect that there's an idea that says to whom much is given, much is actually expected. So the result that we are actually having presently is not really impressive. I expect more like the new. I expect him to use all the 21 players. He didn't use all the 21 players.
Let's relate this to the World Cup qualifiers that are coming up later in the year. Are we expecting something different? Like, at this point, the question is, was this just a case of because they are friendly games and they perform this way, or was it a case of because we met a more formidable side in the team of Cameroon, on Cameroon, unlike what we saw during the AFCON qualifiers, or is it a case of just it's not the man for the job anymore?
Well, Jidechi, I believe football has gone beyond what General is actually thinking about. You know, if we look at one of the best coaches ever served in Nigeria, and that's the Western. If you compare his performance with what General is actually offering us now, sincerely, is really not so impressive. I believe a coach had to bring out something good out of, let me call it, players that is not well known. Look at 1994 squad. Look at Amokachi. Look at Keshi and all these players. They are players that Finidi George, Babayaro, all those players. They are players that nobody knows them from anywhere. No, because you didn't. I was listening to General saying because Sime was not on field, so person was not actually around. That's where the reason why we actually lost a particular game. I didn't expect that, even though it's a friendly match, but the performance was not so fantastic. If you look at the statistics of that match, I think 43 to 53, and quite all right. We all know that Alex Iwobi also was not actually in his best form in the first match, but he actually did well in the second match. And also the only major highlight I can actually see in that game is this new man Valentino that actually show for that he can actually take the cap from Ekong. So I expect more from General.
More from General. Quickly, let's listen to the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Coach General, and what he said after that 0-0 scoreline against the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon yesterday.
Coach General, Cameroon 0, Nigeria 0. Yet another practice match, a friendly. Were your observations, or what do you have to say about the game?
Yeah, we had a problem to build a defense, so we played with the first time with Valentine, and he did very well. And we finished the match with Simon Moses, which is a winger, on the left back position. So, and we didn't concede a goal. I'm very happy for Valentine. A lot of people did not understand why he was with us. He showed today the reasons why he can play with us. He did very well with his left foot in central defense. And the result is not the most important in these friendlies. The most important is to test some players, to see some new faces, what was the case again.
Well, you've heard the man himself, Coach General. Well, next up would be the ones that will be coming up most likely in July, and then the World Cup qualifiers later in September. Now let's move on and talk about the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Yes, while the Super Eagles are in action, the ladies are also in action. They are right now in the United States of America for the US Summer Series. Quickly, just in about few words, the Summer Series coming up, the Super Falcons have about 3 games to play, and lots and lots of big names in that squad. For the Super Falcons of Nigeria, Jamaica, Portugal, and the USA, all lined up for the Super Falcons. What are we expecting from this one?
Well, it's a friendly. I see much of a friendly match, and like the last match, the last tournament which they actually featured they actually did well, in which they actually won their 3 match. But this particular game, they are facing US, the almighty US, and they are facing Portugal, Jamaica, right? And I don't expect much from them anyway, but the coach will be able to assess his team and actually be able to know his first 11. So I don't expect much, sincerely, Jidechi.
Not much expected in this one. Okay, it's a good one. The Super Falcons, they would be taking on Jamaica on Thursday, the 10th of June, and then the next one would be against Portugal on Monday, the 14th of June. The final game for them would be the United States of America. Yes, the women's powerhouse. That one would be on Thursday, the 17th of June. Now let's move on and talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League. Yes, match day 26 upon us. Games would be going down today. But before we talk about it, let me leave you with some wonderful goals we saw from match day 25. Yes, beautiful goals from all across the country on match day 25. Let me leave you with this one, and then quickly we run through the games that will be going down on match day 26. Well, beautiful goals right there. How about the fixtures for the match day 26 games? Yes, lots and lots of games expected to go down all across the country. We would be having Plateau United and Katsina United, Enyimba and Adamawa. In Port Harcourt, it would be Rivers United and Kano Pillars, who are currently top of the table. Jigawa Golden Stars would be taking on Wikki Tourists, FC IfeanyiUbah, and then Kwara United. In Lagos, we would be having MFM FC of Lagos right there at the Agege Stadium, welcoming Abia Warriors, and then there's Sunshine Stars and Dakkada FC. Lobi Stars will welcome Rangers International. Nasarawa United will take on Warri Wolves of Warri, and then the final one, the big game of the day, has to be the one between Akwa United and Heartland FC. Now, Akeem, let's talk about the cup competition, talk about the ITO Cup. The 2021 ITO Cup should have started by now, but up till now, there's nothing that has begun. Just a few words, quite a controversial one. It's looking like we have a little time to prepare for the ITO Cup, and do you think the NFF can put it off at this point?
I think there is a communique that was released yesterday. I think the AITEO Cup is scheduled to start by June 30 of this month. So I believe the committee that has been set up to actually see to the standard of the game, they are actually doing a good job. So coupled with the limited time available. So I hope something meaningful will come out. We all need to see to watch a good football in this particular season. So hopefully they will do something remarkable.
Something remarkable. But is this the right time to be doing this? I mean, CAF said teams need to be, the names of teams for next year's competition needs to be submitted by June 30, and we are starting the ITO Cup by June 30.
Well, I don't know how they want to do it. I don't know how they want to do it, but they are the ones saddled with the management of responsibility of football. So I hope they actually know what they are doing, and I so much believe Nigeria have representative in the CAF board as well. So this is all about politics, and it's about there is a way of how decision can be changed, and also they can be able to bend some rules. Hopefully, let's see what will definitely happen at the end of the day. So let's cross our hand and wait.
What will definitely happen at the end of the day? Well, we have our eyes locked on that one. Yes, AITEO Cup, according to the communique released by the Nigeria Football Federation, is expected to begin on June the 30th. We have our eyes locked on that one, just like Akeem says. Let's see how it's going to pan out eventually. How about we go on a quick break, and when we get back, we have our eyes locked on something else. Talk about some football on the international stage.
Powerful looks command respect, they say. The perfect body, the perfect grooming, and ultimately the perfect skin. Looks, style, and grooming makes the ultimate man. I've found a ridiculously easy way to make my skin always feel epic. My name is Neo. I found Blemiviv, and now my skin finally makes sense.
Welcome back. This is the arena. Yes, we've been talking about all things sports, possibly say all things football on the show today. Yes, it's the period of international football. Let's move on and talk about some of the friendly games that went down this week, Akeem. We saw an interesting game between Argentina and Colombia early today, late yesterday in South America. 2-2 that one, and a preparatory game for call it a preparatory game for the Copa America that is expected to be coming up in a couple of days. Argentina and Colombia. At this point, Argentina throwing away 2-goal leads. We've seen how they've struggled in the past to win the Copa America, especially with Lionel Messi. Are we expecting something else from this side during the Copa America?
Jidechi. Argentina, they are back now. They are back, and I think they are having some wonderful striking force now. I think Aguero is also fit now, presently now, and some of their key players in the past probably they are gone with injuries. They are available for selection now, and I believe they are the last match they play. I think they play 1-1 with Chile as well. The last match before this one, so I so much believe that they will definitely do something good in the coming tournament. So let's watch out for Messi and watch out for some other beautiful football from the Argentina team.
Some other beautiful football for them from the Argentine football national team. Well, lots and lots of friendlies from across the continent, from across the world. This past day, the past 24 hours, we've seen lots and lots of interesting fixtures from across the international scene. You can see on your screen the likes of Kosovo and Guinea, Bissau, Nigeria. You can also see that right there. Some under-21 games, some 8th grade football also. You also see the one of Benin Republic and Zambia, which ended 2-2. In Europe, you could see the likes of Poland and Iceland. 2-2 that one also. You can also see Hungary and Ireland. You can see Spain defeating Lithuania. Lithuania about that one 4-0. Morocco right here in Africa, and Ghana ended a solitary goal at Senegal and Cape Verde. You can see that one too. And talk about France and Bulgaria. Interesting results. Also, we had in South America the likes of Colombia and Argentina, the likes of Paraguay and Brazil winning that one, and Chile and Bolivia. Interesting results from across the world. Now let's move on and talk about the Euro 2020 tournament. It's expected to begin in earnest. Yes, the competition is about to begin and teams are getting in top shape for that one. Quickly, we'll be talking about how the groups look like and what it's going to be looking at the end of this competition. The groups are, you can see Group A on your screen. Turkey and Italy, Wales and Switzerland. Group B, you have the likes of Denmark, Finland, Belgium, Russia. Group C, you have Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria, and North Macedonia. And you have the Group D. You talk about England, Croatia, Scotland, Czech Republic. Group E, you can see the likes of Spain, Sweden, Poland, and Slovakia. And Group F, the one everybody is talking about right now. You see Hungary, Portugal, France, and Germany. I know if I ask Akeem at this point what's his pick, he would definitely say Group F. But let me save Group F for the last. They say the best things come last. So let's leave Group F for the last. Let's talk about maybe say England's group. That is the Group D, where you have England and the World Cup runners-up, Croatia, you have Scotland, and you have Czech Republic. Do you see England doing so well this year?
Well, England, they have a very formidable team as at present now. I think Hurricane is also available for selection now, right? So, and Sterling and what other player? Arnold. It's only Arnold that's presently is still injured presently. England has a very, very good team, and I think I will pick England and Croatia for that particular group.
England and Croatia, it's going to be a home run for them. Yeah. And let's take a look at Group A quickly. Italy looking like they are the biggest name in this group, but you cannot write off the likes of Turkey, Wales, and Switzerland. I mean, interesting teams. You might think they are right. There are teams to be written off, but I mean,
that particular group is tough. Turkey is not a team that you can push aside. And you know the wonders that Wales as well, what they performed at the last Euro. So that particular group is actually, it's difficult to actually pick any particular team in that particular group. If I'm asked to actually pick three teams, I'll still pick Italy. In the other side, I'll be looking at Wales. So I believe there is no small team again because football has actually developed. So I hope something good is coming in that particular group.
Okay, quickly, let's talk about Belgium. We've seen what Lukaku have been able to do in Europe this season. Wonderful football he's played. And Lukaku is not the only big name in that Belgian national team, the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Hazard. Lots and lots of wonderful players. They're in Group B with Finland, Denmark, and Russia, who did so well while hosting the 2018 World Cup. I mean, this has to be yet another tough group.
Sincerely, Belgium is a very complete team. But you know, in a tournament like this, it depends on how teamwork actually will definitely go a long way to help them to secure their victories, whether in the group stage or in the knockout stage. So if you look at, I was running through the list of players for Belgium. I saw this guy from Leicester City, Talisman, and the man that scored the FA Cup final goal. And I was looking at Lukaku, Eden Hazard, the brother of Torgan Hazard as well, looking at Batshuayi and all that. I was like, which of these players can actually say that is not actually good? But sincerely, to actually analyze this particular team, I believe Belgium is a team to actually look out for. And likewise, France is a team also to actually look out for.
France. Quickly before I talk about, I know you just want to talk about that, those teams in Group F, but quickly before I talk about that Group F, it's called the Group of Death. Let's take a look at Group E quickly. You have the likes of Spain, Sweden, Poland, and Slovenia. Is this a home run for Spain? Would it be an easy one for them?
Like I said earlier, there is no small team again. So but you and I, we can actually look at the list and say, oh, or you close the eye and say, I pick Spain. But football is no longer like that. But all these teams that you mentioned, they have very good players. And I so much believe that for them to have qualified for Euro, they have gone through, they have done something already. So hopefully when the tournament begins, by the time they play their first match, then we can see how the momentum will actually increase. You know, their first match will determine a whole lot of how the passion they will use to be playing the second match also. So I hope Spain will definitely take that group as well.
Now let's talk about Portugal, who are the defending champions of this one. They come up against the current World Cup holders, France, 2014 World Cup winners, Germany, and a Hungarian side that cannot be written off. Is it going to be easy for Portugal to defend their title at the Euros this year?
Well, it all depends on how they played, because Germany also, if you look at some of the friendly match they played, they have not been so convincing as well. So, but I believe with the presence of Ronaldo and some other top players in that particular team, they can bring out something. But I can't actually single-handed that Portugal will come out of that group.
You don't think so? Who are you picking for the final finish?
I will pick Germany.
And France.
And France.
I thought as much it was going to be France, he would be saying. Top groups right there in the Euro 2020 tournament. You can see on your screen, every group is something to definitely look out for, but especially have our eyes on that Group F group that has the likes of Hungary, France, Germany, and Portugal. The Euro 2020 tournament is starting very soon. It's the next big thing we will be talking about in a couple of days to come. The Copa America too, yes, lots and lots of footballing issues. Even transfer issues are currently ongoing. I guess we'll get to talk about that some other time. We can't do all of that on the show today because we are already out of time. But like I said, we'll get to do that some other time, because he that fights and runs away lives to fight another day. Akeem, I would say it's been fun doing this with you today.
Thank you.
Hopefully when the Euro start properly, we'll get to talk about it in full and how the teams are faring so far.
Sure.
Okay, and for you who has been watching, I mean, it's been wonderful. We couldn't have done this without you. Yes, it's because of you we are here. It's because of you we get to talk about the stories emanating from the world of sports. My name is Jidechi Chidiezie. Until next time I come your way, ensure you stay safe. Bye for now.